My wonderful, beautiful, amazing Scorpios. I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing a general love reading, a 5 card spread. But before I do that, I want to offer these 2 beautiful roses as a token of my love and appreciation for you all out there for supporting me. I love you guys so very much, so thank you all so much for supporting me. So anyway, this 5 card love reading includes for the first card represents you, the second, the other person, the third, the relationship, the fourth, the past, the fifth, the future. Now I'm going to draw a Vampire Oracle for you, then a Favole, but let's get started with card number 1, which is you. Ace of Skulls. Wow. 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 Okay, either, you're a new beginning, in a new beginning phase, but this looks like a very abundant, connection, very grounded, down to earth, real, authentic, card coming from you. I mean, even though you are water, you could still have earth somewhere in your star chart of Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But you seem to be like a real total package deal, The human teaches me all these modern, phrases. I mean, I'm not quite, certain if I'm actually saying them correctly sometimes, it's like, because if I were to use my old fashioned, in terms, I think people would really get confused. But I just see you as a real, very grounded, very real, organic, authentic, abundant individual, man, woman, whoever's watching. But I just love to see this, because it's like a real, it's just it's yeah, it's all about new beginnings. I mean, okay, technically we are heading in towards the March thing, so I'm going to stop saying that we're still at the start of 2025, but technically we're still more or less at the start in the sense that we still have many months to go before our next year in phase. But I just see you as a very ground individual. That's what I was trying to find, is ground, this. Wow. For both, the ones who are in a relationship and the ones who are single, because I'm getting both senses here. So, the other person should be lucky to have you in their life. Or the other person, the Hanged Man. Ooh, you could be with a Pisces maybe, but this person is doing a bit of self-reflection and introspection. That's kind of what the Hanged Man upright is all about. Is just thinking, okay, I'm gonna have to think this through. I mean, for the ones who are single in a courtship phase, maybe, it's like, they're thinking about approaching you. Maybe they just say, wow, Scorpio is a real, total package deal kind of person, man, woman, whoever it is, and stuff like that, and it's very honorable and even admirable. My goodness, sometimes I just cannot talk, can I? But it's very admirable, to have, such beautiful qualifications about yourself, and then to have other people just have their eyes and interest towards you, thinking, I wonder how I can approach Scorpio. Huh. And for the ones in a relationship, you could be with somebody who is definitely a Pisces, but either way, this person is also doing a lot of self-reflection and introspection, which is actually very good, because it's always good to actually look at yourself and think, how can I improve, right? It's like if sometimes you're just in like still murky waters, you want to try maybe to bring back some form of excitement or new beginnings of some kind and stuff. Sometimes it is good to do a bit of self-reflection, towards yourself. So, relationship. 3 of Grails. For them, actually, this applies to both of you, but for the ones who are in a relationship, this looks like a very beautiful, celebratory, harmonious connection between you and the other person. So I'm so happy and honored and blessed to be giving you this reading, my beloved Scorpio man or woman, whoever's watching, you could even, have many suitors, maybe you're in a love triangle, but either way, there's definitely a celebration that is still taking place. Maybe this took place around the human Valentine's Day holiday where you both, courted each other with all kinds of lavish gifts and all kinds of trinkets and baubles and stuff. But for the ones who are single, I do see, a potential, celebration heading your way. Maybe the other person is thinking about proposing to you. Maybe you're going to be proposing to them and stuff like that. But either way, I do see some kind of harmonious, beautiful celebration taking place somewhere. Can't say when, where, or how. Now let's see what the past has. 3 of Skulls. Oh my goodness, there's probably many suitors or many people that have their eyes on you. Scorpios are very beautiful, both men and women. I just think a lot of Scorpios, I mean, do not tell other signs that, but I think you guys are incredibly beautiful, so I'm not surprised if you have so many eyes on you. Wow. So what I see here, it's like even the spider, what I see here is this is all about creating and creation. So obviously something was definitely being created, and that's why you're in a very beautiful, harmonious relationship with whoever it may be, because you're the one that put time and effort into wanting to create something. Because when you look at the spider, I personally don't like spiders, but I know there's hundreds of other people who don't like them, but I admire them because they actually weave webs. They're actually creating their own homes and stuff like that. So And for the ones who are who are still single, I do see that you still wanted to actually start manifesting and creating something. Maybe you did have many eyes on you, or maybe other people still have their eyes on you and stuff like that. This could be one of the other people who have their eyes on you and stuff like that. So either way, I find it honorable and admirable. But let's look at the future. Daughter of Skulls, okay. The Daughter of Skulls is like the Page of Pentacles. It's all about going on this journey, but you're pretty much heading off towards, the Ace of Pentacles kind of situation. I mean, maybe this is somebody, in the future who wants to be with you, but they're actually not sure if they're actually good enough to be with you. Because if you look at this little pouty vampiress in this dark woods and stuff like that, she's kind of waiting for you, man or woman. It doesn't per se have to mean anything based on the gender of this card. But, it's like... And what I love is, it's like she has this little tiny candle, and in the Vampire Oracle deck, you see this also, unhappy vampiress, and she has this little tiny candle, and the main message says hope on it. So this is her little candle of hope, and this is kind of what I see. This person wants to be with you, but do you want to be with them? That's another important question to ask as well. Okay, now let's grab an oracle. Come on now. Yep, I'm going to do another shuffle because that card did. Prey. Stalked, invaded, and watched. Okay. Hopefully you're not the one who's prey, who's being stalked, invaded, and watched. I mean, other people have their eyes on you. So, but either way, it's like... I think somebody is watching you. That's why, they're kind of, maybe it's this person that has their eyes on you. Or it could be this person as well, whoever it may be. But, you're definitely being watched. Now, the thing is you want to make sure that you don't come across as being some potential prey to somebody's predator, It's like, because I know, it's like, Scorpios, you guys are incredibly fixed, determined. You guys are very strong and passionate in your own way. But make sure, that the other person is not going to be, invading or stalking you whatsoever. Stalking should never be, allowed in any way, because that's a sign of aggression. It's like, I remember... I will just let one thing know, during my first, phases being a vampire, I remember I did watch and I did stalk humans when I was a vampire. And of course, coming from a monster as myself, okay, I understand it's not right and stuff like that. But either way, you don't want to be coming across as anything about prey and stuff like that. But if you have your eyes on somebody, also make sure, don't stalk them or anything. But I would just kind of try to approach them, like if they're in a tavern, bar, kind of setting or something. Just approach them in a very respectful and loving and kind and manner, and then hopefully everything should just work out. Well, let's see what Favoli has. Okay, 2 of butterflies, 2 of swords. Okay. You have a decision to make, and I think Libra had this card as well. So maybe you could even have your eyes on a Libra. Maybe Libra has her eyes on you. But you do have a decision to make. So who are you going to choose and stuff like that? So this applies to the single ones out there and the ones who are in a relationship. If you are thinking about, actually... yeah, maybe, I hope there's no breakup or divorce heading out into anyway, but either way, you do have a decision to make, but I think this applies more to the single Scorpios out in this world. You're going to have to choose somebody. Okay. Well, my beloved, beautiful Scorpios, I'm going to have to leave it at this, but if this reading resonated, please feel free to join and subscribe on more Journey Towards the Future as your Vampire Tarot Guides reader. I just want to thank you guys so much for your amazing devotion, support towards me. I love you guys incredibly, so thank you all so very much. In a few days, I'm going to go back to general readings, but I just want to say I love you guys incredibly.